A landlord complained about by her tenants and exposed by our Ronnie Dahl. Cheryl Huff says the tenants aren't telling the whole story.
Well, she requested Ronnie come back. She did, and that's where we find her again tonight. Ronnie, what's going on now?
I was here bright and early with my photographer and the camera, but got turned away. But hey, Cheryl Huff has other problems to deal with, like that new stack of blight violations, $4,500 worth. Last week, we introduced you to Brianna Jefferson, a young mother wanting a safe home for her two small kids. She thought she found it, but shortly after moving into this apartment in Detroit's West Village community, Jefferson says the problems began.
Mold in my dining room ceiling. There's no working lights here, and no working smoke detectors. Sewage backing up in the basement.
That's how I met Cheryl Huff. The house Jefferson is living in is just one of Huff's many rental properties in the city.
I would like to have equal time to show you what tenants do to my places.
That request is what brought me to Huff's mansion on Parker Street Monday morning. But when I arrived, Huff said no camera. Well, no camera, no interview. Cheryl Huff is not a new name to the city of Detroit.
Not at all.
See, Huff doesn't have a good record for being an upstanding property owner. I've received several emails from former tenants who probably won't be nominating her for the Landlord of the Year award anytime soon. And that's not all. The city of Detroit sued her and ordered one of her blighted eyesores torn down at her expense. But that didn't stop the complaints.
We have a file that thick on this individual. We continue to get these complaints, and she'll continue then to be held accountable.
And that started with more tickets. City inspectors hit Huff with a stack of citations for violations at Jefferson's apartment. 10 total, $4,500 worth.
You constantly cannot afford to pay the fees that they keep giving you. For the same reason, we get $40 parking tickets out here just about every day.
You have a lot of fees because you're not being a good landlord. You really like to deflect the issues, I will say. So the City of Detroit Law Department has a new unit that is targeting these problematic property owners. And since January 2014, they filed 80 cases and they have lost none of them. So before you sign a lease, if you're moving into a new place, do a little bit of homework. Go onto the City of Detroit's website, check for past blight violations. You can also call the BC Department. We put that number on our website, WXYZ.com. It could save you a lot of headache in the long run. And also public, if you are living under a lease with a problematic property owner, let the City of Detroit know about it so they can go after these people, because it's your money, you matter. Let's all stick together in this. And by the way, the repairs, I'm being told, are underway over at Jefferson's apartment. Some good things there. For now, we're live on the city's east side. Back to you.
Well, at least a little bit of good news there.
Yeah, she promised you on our air, Ronnie, she would meet with you and open up the books. Wow.
Well, and she wanted to, you know, we showed up and we came with the camera. She knew the camera was coming, but then she said no cameras. And you know what? I want the camera rolling there to put it all on the record. I think that's only fair.
You're right about that. All right, thank you so much, Ronnie.